Hello students, this video is for class 9 chemistry, chapter 1 matter in our surroundings. Topic is states of matter. There are three states of matter: solids, liquids and gases. Today we are going to study about the characteristics of solids, liquids and gases, and we are going to discuss the properties of solids, liquids and gases. Solids, look at the structure of solids. Solids have a structure which is called closely packed structure, in which each molecule is joined in such a way that there is no space between them. This is known as closely packed structure. They have no intermolecular spaces between them. For liquids, this is known as loosely packed structure, in which the liquid molecules are away from each other. So they have force of attraction between them, but it is less than solids. Solids have the highest force of attraction between them, and then comes the liquids, and then we come to the gases. Gases have the molecules which are far away from each other. So they have a very loosely packed structure, in which the molecules are away from each other and there is weak force of attraction between them. Let's see, let me recap it. So here they have highest force of attraction. There is highest force of attraction between the solid molecules. This is less. Here the force of attraction is less between the molecules, and in gases it is the least. In the same way, solids, these molecules are closely packed, so there is negligible space between the molecules. We can say that the intermolecular spaces are not there, or they are negligible. In case of liquids, the space is more, and in case of gases, intermolecular spaces are highest. And for this reason, solids have a fixed shape. They have a fixed shape and fixed volume. Solids have fixed shape and fixed volume. Liquids, on the other hand, they don't have the fixed shape. But they have a fixed volume, right? And gases, they have neither the fixed shape and nor the fixed volume. Let us see. These are the sugar crystals, and these sugar crystals have a fixed shape. These cubes of sugar, they are having a fixed shape, and we can't change the shape of these sugar crystals unless we apply a lot of force on them. In the same way, so they have fixed shape and fixed volume. This is a glass, and if I pour water into it, naturally the water is going to take the shape of the container. Now this water has the shape of the container. So liquids, they take the shape of the container, right? They don't have the fixed shape, but they have a fixed volume. And in case of gases, they have neither the fixed shape nor the fixed volume. If it's an empty glass, naturally it's not having any fixed shape and fixed volume. Let us compare the properties. For solids, we said that they have fixed shape, but there are some exceptions, like if we talk about rubber band is stretchable. It has a property of elasticity, so there are some exceptions which can change their shape and they regain their shape. So if we stretch a rubber band, it gets stretched, and if we leave it, naturally it regains its shape. Okay. Now, for the next property is compressibility. We can understand compressibility through this activity. Suppose we take a syringe. We have taken 3 syringes. This is syringe A, this is syringe B, and this is syringe C. And what we do is, we have a rubber cork here. This is a rubber cork. This is the rubber cork in the syringe. Okay. In first case, what we do is, this syringe is filled with chalk powder. This we fill with chalk powder. Okay. Second one, we fill some water into it. Here, this is the chalk powder which we have filled here. This is simple water, which is an example of a liquid. And this one is an empty syringe. We leave it empty. It means there is air in it. Now what we do is, we have a piston in the syringe. Now we press this piston. When we press this piston, naturally, here it is the toughest one to press. It will not get pressed very easily. And here, why? Because compressibility is least in case of solids. For liquids, naturally, here we have filled the water. So when we press the piston, the water is going to move out. Okay, so this is easy here. So compressibility is more. And for gases, they have highest compressibility. We can easily push this piston. Okay, so they have highest compressibility. Compressibility is actually the tendency to maintain the shape when subjected to outside force. So compressibility is least here, then it is more in liquids, and it is highest in case of gases. Due to high compressibility, you must be knowing LPG or CNG. LPG is liquefied petroleum gas, and due to high compressibility, large volume of gases are filled into small cylinders. And in case of LPG, what is done is, LPG is actually a mixture of propane and butane. And when we switch on the regulator, when the regulator is opened, the liquid escapes from the nozzle of the cylinder into a space where pressure is very less. So there is sudden increase in the volume and the liquid changes into gas. Okay, so this is how the gas comes out through our burners. Next property is solids are rigid. Solids are rigid because the molecules are very closely packed. Then for liquids, we say that they are fluids. Liquids are fluids because they can flow. They have the property of fluidity. And gases, they can also flow, and they can flow more easily than liquids. So they are also fluids, and naturally fluidity is highest in case of gases. Then we talk about kinetic energy. For kinetic energy is negligible here because molecules are closely packed, so they cannot move. Kinetic energy is more in case of liquids, and kinetic energy is highest in case of gases because molecules are far away from each other, so they can easily move. Right. Next property is diffusion. We have discussed diffusion earlier also, that intermixing of particles of states of matter on their own is known as diffusion. Solids have least diffusion property. The rate of diffusion is least here in case of solids. In liquids it is more. Okay, and gases have highest. They have the rate of diffusion is highest in case of gases. Right? Solids can diffuse in liquids. For example, if I put KMnO4 crystals in water, the diffusion is there, but naturally it is less. And for liquids, they can diffuse very easily. We know the example. For example, we can say lemon juice. If I put lemon juice in water, then it can easily mix up without stirring it. So this is diffusion is more in case of liquids because they have the space to move. The molecules can move easily. And for gases, it is highest. The rate of diffusion is highest here. Even the mixture of gases, we can easily say we have done the experiment of incense stick. I taught you about incense stick, that when we burn the incense stick, the fumes of incense stick, they can travel easily and mix with the air. So diffusion is highest in case of gases. Okay, so all these are the properties of solids, liquids and gases, right? And you have to do the assignment in your chemistry registers. This is, first question is, why are gases highly compressible while solids are almost incompressible? Second is, why should we call a wooden table a solid? So you have to write here all the properties of solids. Question 3 is, arrange the following in order of increasing density. I forgot to tell you, density is naturally highest in case of solids. In liquids it is less, and For gases, it is least. So you have to do this question. Air, exhaust from chimneys, honey, water, chalk, cotton and iron. Question 4 is, why does a gas fill completely the vessel in which it is kept? So all this you have to do in your chemistry register. Thank you.